Okie dokie. Let's try this again. All right. Street Fighter tier list. So, rules are we're going by which game we would like to play nowadays. Probably not going to go over all the versions, but if I feel like I need to, then I'll go over a different version. But let's do it. So, what the heck is Fortnite doing? Oh man, I didn't know Fortnite was a Street Fighter game. That's news to me. Move. Oh, my cat is in the way. Okay, so we'll start with the original Street Fighter. We're gonna put that in Dookie tier. I think we all know that. The game can go in Dookie tier because it is Dookie. There we go. Super Street Fighter Turbo ST. I don't think any of the other ones matter because no one ever plays the other ones. So we're just going to talk about ST here. And this is just based on like if I would want to play it now. If it was like cultural relevance, we put it up in S tier. But you know, we're not going to do that. So if I would play it right now, it'd probably be in C because not really trying to play Super Turbo. I mean, it's a Super Turbo. Everybody knows about it and everything, you know. But I mean, it's definitely not a game I would want to, you know, hook up and throw down some sets. Let's go and play some Super Turbo, guys. Let's do it. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna be saying that. No one's gonna be saying, "Oh man, you know what? I feel like doing today. Let's help Super Turbo." So yeah, and you know, people actually do that, but I'm not doing that. So all right. Why doesn't? Okay, here we go. Alpha 3. Because I don't think the other ones really matter. Alpha 3 is going to go in B tier because it is great, like Tony the Tiger said. Alpha 3 is cool, and it's where Cody came from, and I like Cody. I know he's from Final Fight, but I'm talking about like in Street Fighter's first game he debuted in. So, is Alpha or Sakura Alpha 3, or is it just regular Alpha? I'm pretty sure it's Alpha 3 that she debuted in, but I'm not sure. But I'm going to give it to Alpha 3. So, there you go. It's got Sakura as well. And I like Sakura. Let's just get to the part where I'm going to have to tell the truth and let everybody know Third Strike is not that great. I don't think it's better than Alpha 3. Third Strike is unbalanced. Alpha 3 is probably unbalanced too. I don't know much about Alpha 3. I just know it casually. But I'm just tired of all the Third Strike glazing. Let me be honest. The Third Strike glazing is off the chain. All right, because everybody glazes it like it's the most perfect game ever, but like 98% of people who talk about it don't even play it, and they probably play it for like 10 seconds. They ain't play it seriously. There's like 4 or 5 characters that you can actually use, and then it's just I'm not a big fan of the gameplay. I mean I know people who like it. It's just that it's like what Befell said when he said that you know, they were gonna come out with online edition. It was gonna be like the 4th version. They were gonna rebalance it, and then all these Street Fighter 3 players that came out of nowhere just made it not happen because they were like, "Oh man, Street Fighter is perfect how it is, and don't change it." Even though it's not even kind of perfect. The game is really jankety, and it could have been changed, but you know, the fake Third Strike fandom came out of nowhere and made it not get changed. So I'm gonna put it there. It's a good game. It's got some great art, some great music, but it's definitely not. Oh my god, it's you know, I love it. It's better than every fighting game ever made. So I'm just gonna put it there. You can't use Sean. You can't use Alex. They both don't work. They literally don't work. They have moves where you hit them and you're negative. that doesn't work. All right, and then you have Remy with useless moves. The man is trash. He has a super. I mean, I guess you can't really say nothing about that because you know, Capcom never knows how to do reversal supers. But it's just the fact of it. It's I don't think it's as good as everybody says. That's honestly why I really wanted to do this tier list, because I just had to put my thoughts out about Third Strike. How it's great, but it's definitely not
oh my god, the best Street Fighter ever. No Street Fighter game will ever be better than it. And every time we talk about Street Fighter, we gotta talk about how god Street Fighter 3 is.
It's no, come on, man. It's not even that. You know what? A Street Fighter game is better than it. Boom, Ultra. Ultra is better than it. I like Ultra Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4. Ultra is fun. I remember I didn't really used to like it when it first came out. That's because I didn't really start seriously playing fighting games till like 2011. My first serious fighting game was Marvel vs. Capcom 3. So now that with my experience and everything, I go back to Ultra and I'm like, bro, this game is fun as hell. Let's play some Ultra. I don't think it's better than Super though. Boom. But Ultra is cool. I'm gonna say it's not better solely because how they did DJ. That situation would never not be funny. how they blatantly came on YouTube. It was like DJ's trash, so we didn't really do nothing to him. That'll never not be funny. Oh my goodness, they really dookied on that man. They said, nah, we not gonna help that brother out. We gonna let him be trash. So EX3, I'm gonna put below Third Strike, but I really like it. People hate on the EX series for some odd reason. I don't know why, honestly. It has like a bomb ass soundtrack. The gameplay's pretty fun. It has some cool characters. I honestly don't know why people hate on the EX series. Like it's odd, honestly. I feel like it's just one of those little Chinese whisper things where people's like, EX3 sucks, and then somebody was like, oh, it does. Well, EX3 sucks, and then now it's just EX3 sucks, but no one knows why. So I'm just gonna put it there. All right, I'm not gonna beat around a bush anymore. Actually, we'll just put this here. I didn't know they had the max version. We'll put max up there because it added all those characters. I don't know if it was different, but I only play it casually, so I like it. I'm just gonna go ahead and say which one is the best Street Fighter of all time and probably my favorite fighting game of all time, and go ahead and fight me about it. But we're gonna put Cross Tekken up there. So Cross Tekken is perfect. You can't fight about it. I mean, the gem system I could do without it, but it's not killing me. I always play with gems off anyways. The roster, if they made Street Fighter Cross Tekken 2 with the new Street Fighter characters and new Tekken characters, bro, oh my god, bro, like that game would be insane. Like okay, so let's just go over the list of what's so great about Cross Tekken. I've always been more of a fan of the Tekken characters. I always thought they were cooler. I never was really down with how goofy most of the Street Fighter characters were, and for some reason they just love the World Warriors. They can't stop putting them in games like Street Fighter 6. That's why half the roster is trash, because they got the World Warriors in there. But they got freaking Cody, my favorite Street Fighter character. They got Lily and Asuka, love them. They got freaking Cole McGrath for no reason, and who was the coolest character. First of all, I always want to say that the Capcom really put some personality in the Tekken characters, because they made them like extra cool. Like all the Tekken characters, they're freaking perfect. Like Paul is like one of the funniest characters in the game. Like, the man's always yelling his name and stuff like that. And then you got the fact that they gave everybody an English and Japanese dub, so you can hear like Heihachi and Jin in English. Jin's freaking Light Yagami. Who was sitting around was like, bro, you know who Jin needs to be? Make this man Light Yagami and put him in the game. And they were like, brilliant, let's do it. It's just, oh my, it's great. And in the fighting system, I actually played Cross Tekken seriously, and I love that game. It's the ground bounces. It's got the presentations is perfect. It took the art style of 4 and made it perfect. Because I actually think like regular like Street Fighter 4, it actually looks kind of like washed, like it looks kind of like washed out, like, and in Street Fighter Cross Tekken added like these black inky lines around the characters and everything, and it looks really good on it. And then I I can't express how great Street Fighter Cross Tekken is. The only thing I don't like is the whole DLC situation, but I can't help that. If they hadn't have done that, the game would all the pros liked it. It just got killed by the DLC situation, which is so upsetting, and I'll never forgive that it died, because that game is amazing, and they won't re-release it for some reason. They need to re-release it. The game is perfect. Bring it back, Capcom. Stop playing with me. Put it on PS4 if you have to. I don't care. Put it on something. All right, we need to play it. I want it. Bring it back. I know it's on PC, but it's like a really bad. It's not easy to play, and it's especially on Steam. Like if you try to, you can't. I don't think you can buy it right now on Steam. Okay, so moving on. I think Street Fighter 5, the regular one, is ass. I wouldn't play that if you pay me money. I got it on release day, and I was a diehard Street Fighter 5 defender. I was like, man, this game is great. Nah, that game was ass. It was ass. Arcade edition turned it up. I like the arcade edition. And then championship edition is on point. That is my joint, especially since it has a cure, and I like tomboys. So tomboys, they rule. I really like championship edition. I remember like through all of Street Fighter 5's lifespan, it was, oh my goodness, Street Fighter 5 is so easy. It's easy mode. Street Fighter 4 is the best game ever. Even though when Street Fighter 4 was out, everybody was shitting on Street Fighter 4. Like Street Fighter 4 couldn't have been any worse. Like that game was like, oh, I can't wait for Street Fighter 5 to come out, because that's going to be a game all about footsies. It's not going to be about vortexes and getting knocked down, and Ibuki and Seth mixing you up. It's not going to be about that anymore. And then Street Fighter 5 comes out. Oh, but all of a sudden Street Fighter 4 is the bomb. Street Fighter 4 could do no wrong. So fighting game community, they love to rewrite history, and then they love to prop up old games. They old games, you can't get any better than what game came before the game you're playing right now. It's happening with Tekken. It happened with Street Fighter 6 for a little bit. It stopped. My cat is like hitting the mic. It happened with Street Fighter for a little while, but it stopped. It's probably gonna happen again. But yeah, they just love to do that. The new game comes out, and the old game took so much skill that if anybody who plays the new game played the old game, we'd just be sitting there with our hands up, looking like Vegeta and Dragon Ball Z. We'd be like, what is his power? We wouldn't be on the move. We'd rather the controller wouldn't know what to do, because the game is just so complex. We'd be like, we wouldn't be able to figure it out. The game is too hard. So yeah, that's that. It's ridiculous. I guess, should I do the Marvel vs. Capcom series? I mean, it's here. I'll do Marvel vs. Capcom, but not Capcom vs. SNK, because I don't know a lot about Capcom vs. SNK. So I just throw that in there real quick. I'm gonna have to put one for no info,
No contest.
Add row below. No, okay, D.
No contest.
Okay, let's see here. X-Men vs. Street Fighter, never played it. Marvel vs. Capcom, you can go C tier. I don't played it a few times, but it's not something I would go back to, especially when all the other Marvel vs. Capcoms exist. Marvel vs. Street Fighter, I'm gonna put this high tier just because of character select music. I love that character select music. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. All right, I'm gonna have to do it again, because I know everybody glazes on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 all day. They just love to glaze it. I'm gonna put it next to Third Strike, because the game is extremely unbalanced piece of crap. You can only play with like 6 characters. The rest of the roster don't even exist. Like, if you try to play with anybody else, you're gonna lose. And it's got a great soundtrack. We all love getting Take It for a Ride. But I mean, come on, man. Like, The game only like a third of the game exists. You can't play the rest of the game because if you do, you're not going. There's no competition. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I like vanilla Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but it only existed for like 3 seconds. So I'm just gonna have to put it at D tier because the game literally existed for like 3 seconds. And you know, I think Wesker, he took over for a little bit. From what I remember, Wesker was a son of a bitch, and Ultimate got announced, and everybody was like, "Oh, I guess we're switching over to Ultimate." It was ridiculous. Like, I still remember I was in high school when it came out, and then it was like we were playing it because I remember reading the magazines about Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I was like, "Oh man, Marvel vs. Capcom 3," and we played for like 2 seconds, and they're like, "Oh yeah, Ultimate coming out." And we were like, "What?" It was ridiculous. It was hilarious. But yeah, I'm just gonna have to put it down there just solely based on it. I don't even think it lasted for a whole year. But Ultimate, I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna put it right here. Ultimate's my joint. I don't like it more than Championship Edition, but I do like it more than the Supers. And yeah, I just wish it was a little more balanced at the end, because you know now every tournament has to do with like Zero and Virgil, and that's kind of whack. It kind of turned into Marvel vs. Capcom 2, but you can play with the other characters, so that's the only reason it's different. Because you can definitely play with the other characters. It's just that the top 6 are just so overpowering that's all you're gonna see. And that's why I like seeing tournaments nowadays when they have playing with like EPC people playing with like Hulk and stuff, and I like that. So yeah. And then I'm just gonna make everybody bad today. I'm just making everybody mad. So if we take only the gameplay into consideration, I like Infinite more than the Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. If we're only taking the gameplay, I can understand that everything else about the game is ass, and everything about the game is worse in every other way other than the gameplay. But I like the gameplay more in Infinite. I like the tag system a lot more. It doesn't rely on resist, so there's no characters that you only pick because their assist is good, like Trombone or Captain Commando. The man is terrible, but you only pick him for his assist. There's no more of that. And I like Sigma. Sigma kicks ass. But I understand everything else about the game. The game died because, you know, I mean, come on. But the game died, and I really liked it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to put it there. And I'm gonna have to put not enough info. You know, I'll put this right here because from what I see, it looks like a really good game, but I can't say because I never played it. And it was only on the Wii. That's where they shot themselves in the foot. They could have put it on PS3 or something, but they only put it on the Wii. Don't understand why that was. All right, I think that's everything. Yeah, that should be all of them. Yeah, that's it. I played these games, but I never played them seriously. I can't really say anything about them, so I can't really rank those. Street Fighter 4 regular, put that there. Super, put it there. And then yeah, I think this song's necessary. No one plays these. No one ever even talks about them, honestly. No one talks about these games. No one talks about Second Impact. I never even played it. Yeah, I guess that's it. That's it.